Let me get this up and going here, excuse me.
Well, one of my workers said 1 in the morning. I say, have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yep, sorry about that. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Kevin, before you get started, I'd like to address the board real quick. It's about no agenda again. Give one to Vern.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if you want this or not, I have a printout of the new open meeting law and the changes made.
Just the one,
Just the one, yeah, there's no audit on me today.
Thank you. Red, you sign, yeah?
Oh, yes, yeah, I did. Thanks.
I don't know the lawyer tonight. But I can tell you what I do know, okay? We had this same issue with the planning board meeting about a week ago, okay? And I spent half the day on the phone with Tom Lane, one of our lawyers, who also contacted the Association of the Towns. And in open meetings law, it does say that you will take every effort to do exactly that. I have did that. Everything was sent to the webmaster on November 10th. So as long as we took in our due diligence, like we did even back then, we're not in control of the media if the media isn't there, or if the paper even doesn't print it, because even if we send it to the paper, they could forget to print it or whatever. But we have to at least make, in good faith, an effort to make that happen. And I have. And today, actually at 1 o'clock last night, I even texted him. And then again today, I texted him. And I sent the emails over. They're up there now. And he apologized for it, but I don't control it. I don't have the password to it. So I believe on the guidance of what happened about a week and a half ago, it's still subject to the same open meetings law, in that we did make every effort to, again, put that agenda up there. He couldn't find anything that mandated it up there 24 hours in advance. And even the Association of the Towns didn't come back with him, or to him, with anything that mandated it. It does say that you will make every effort to do that, okay? We did put it in the minutes, it's from the last meeting, that we were having a meeting tonight. The agenda was made up and posted on the bulletin boards, the town clerk's bulletin board, okay? Did anybody ask for any reading materials ahead of time? Or done?
No.
Or ask for anything that we
No.
couldn't provide for them? And that is what the premise of this whole thing is so that if people are going to attend the meeting and they request, from what I am being told, that they have that opportunity to request those materials prior to the meeting. So that they're not coming in here without what they need.
So you're gonna go ahead with the meeting then?
Well, there's 3 of us on the board. As far as, I'm just telling you exactly what was told to me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well-
under that same president, I believe that we would be covered.
This has been ongoing with this website for 3 or 4 months. Mr. Dona You are totally correct about this. There is a mandate. They do want an agenda 24 hours ahead of time. There are reasons for that, in case anyone would be interested in attending for any various topic. However, in this case, it's been months. I've contacted Kevin how many times about the agenda? And Kevin has put it up sometimes at the last minute at times.
It's not me that puts it up. I
But-
request it to.
Right, but you're ultimately responsible for this. You are the town supervisor.
Ultimately, I can't grab this guy by the ear and have him do that for us.
No, but
I
you're-
am responsible to make sure that he has the information, which he has, and it is well documented. And I have been doing that.
Yeah.
It's documented in email and in text, so that I cover myself. Like I said, it was sent the first time on November 10th. That was well ahead of tonight's meeting.
Yes, because to add to that is because Bar Banquet reminded us that we were closed Friday and Monday. So I got the agenda ready, sent it to you, you sent it to him. He said, okay, or whatever. You got all your responses from him, and it wasn't there, but it was on the town bulletin board.
I
The town
believe we have
Tried our
made
best.
every effort to do
Yeah.
the best we can to get it up there.
Well-
I believe that it would also, and that's what some of that is that you still have to conduct town business. So,
The legal firm here put this out, what the mandates are. I only made one copy. If you wanna make more copies and pass them out and decide what you wanna do here. But I think the meeting should be canceled because you haven't met the mandates. It's not the public's fault that your webmaster is not
again-
doing his job.
Again, from what our attorney said, one of the attorneys said, he said, as long as you have made a good faith effort to do what is necessary, then you have fulfilled the color of that statute. It's, again, some things are beyond our control. I would love to have the passwords to go in there and put the agenda on myself. And that is why Reggie has said, we're looking at changing up who is in charge of that website, because we cannot continue to go through this. I don't need the aggravation. And I'm sure you guys want the information.
You have a
Well-
question over there too, Kevin. Sherman has a question.
Yep.
No, I just wanted to bring up, kind of what you're saying is that you guys are looking into doing another company to do the website. So, you know, it's not that they don't understand this problem, and they're doing everything they can as far as from what I'm hearing. And like, I think you guys have even talked about some different companies, got some, did you get quotes already or whatever? So, I mean, they're doing everything that they can. You can't just keep putting, you can't put like town business on hold. If it is illegal or whatever, there's still bills to be paid and stuff. And I think they're making a very honest effort in making
Well, I
corrections.
understand what you're saying, but if you go back through the last 2 years, this is how long it's been going on at the meetings, and see how many times it hasn't been posted in the last couple of years. It's been a number of times. This is not like the first.
I think most of the time it has, because I've been over backwards on multiple occasions, on multiple times during those months to make sure it was up there. There
Well,
has been a few occasions where he has not got it up there. But again.
It's
the
just a
majority
lingering
of the
problem,
time
is all it is.
It has been there within that.
you know, and if we have to do this to address it, that's what we have to do.
Plus, along those
I
same
appreciate
lines,
it, I really do. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
that you
along the
address
same
it.
lines is this. This whole mandate right here is for the planning board and for the zoning board of appeals both.
Yes.
They
And
call-
what kind of an example are we setting for them? If we go on with this meeting tonight, they're gonna do it. We have gotta set an example as a town board to follow this law.
They just
It's
did it.
right here. We've gotta follow it.
Reggie, they just did it. That's what I started out by saying, is that happened for the last planning board, not less than a week and a half ago. And I spent all day with the lawyer trying to figure out if they should or should not have the meeting. And that was the determination, as long as you have everything showing that you did what you were supposed to, and it didn't happen, and it was beyond your control, this was never intended to stop town business, is what the answer is.
Is our attorney coming tonight?
We don't see him.
Apparently not.
Well, I'm just gonna express my opinion. I would like to not have the meeting. I would like not to have it. I'd like it rescheduled. We can reschedule a meeting quick. We can have it anytime. During the daytime, we can have it quickly.
Well,
It's only the 15th of November.
Well, each individual
only
to
one
me
on
that
board.
participates in this is breaking the law.
Well,
no,
I don't
you
agree
can't
with
say
if
that.
that's the case.
Yes, I can
I'm
say
gone.
that.
No, you can't say that, because you're not a lawyer, and,
Well, I said my opinion.
and you're not, according to the lawyer at the Association of Town, and according to the lawyer at the town law. And again, like I said, it's up to this board to decide what they want to do. If he's already made up his mind, and I guess nobody else has to worry about it, because we wouldn't have a quorum.
You're right.
So when are you gonna reschedule this meeting? I'm out of town on the
Let's get to the,
20th.
yeah, let's get to the
Because
basics
that's
now and
exactly
get
what's
back to
gonna happen,
reschedulation
is
date.
You make it sound
Okay.
very simple to kick the can down the road, Mr. Facto, but it is not that
Kevin,
easy to
if
do.
we're violating something,
But
you should not want to be part of it yourself. You're the
What
town
I'm
supervisor.
telling you
We look
is-
up to you, Kevin, for
I'm
guidance.
glad you do, and that's what
And I do,
said,
and that's serious
and
about that.
that is why I said what I did. I can only go on what the past practice was. And that was only a week ago. I don't think anything has changed since then, okay? And apparently it hasn't changed with the aptitude of the guy that's supposed to be putting it on there for us.
Kevin, any action that we would take at this meeting may not be valid if we have it.
You've made your determinations, so in that case,
I'm only one person, you're right.
That's
ma'am.
all that matters. Alls I'm saying is, we need to, right now, because we will not have a quorum, and that would constitute a non-meeting, not an illegal meeting, but a non-meeting, because you have to at least have a quorum. So if that is his attitude, that's good. I'm fine with that, because there is contention on whether what I'm saying is correct or not. I'm just telling you, that's exactly verbatim what was told to me. We have to figure out when we're gonna have.
That's what I'm
another
saying,
meeting.
let's get back to basics here and figure when we're gonna have a meeting.
Anytime for me, anytime I'll be here.
Well, I'm
Dave,
not here
I-
after Sunday, so you have to have a town
And
clerk,
this
or
is,
somebody that takes
this
your
is
minutes.
not your fault, I'm not.
You're gone when, Sunday?
Sunday,
And it takes 5 days to advertise.
yep.
And then that's if they can get it in the
And
paper.
Mary's off
because they're
all
not
next
open on
week,
Monday.
and it's Thanksgiving.
So
So
we're looking
we're
at the
closed half a day on
last,
Wednesday, and
and the bills are gonna be late.
Thanksgiving.
And there's resolutions that should have been passed tonight that will be mishandled, which is the
And an
reason
employee
why-
of yours, he won't be able to start.
Yep, it's gonna mess that up too.
Well, you're
That-
making it sound like this is my fault.
No, that,
Yeah, and it's not
what
my
I'm
fault.
saying is, just so you're aware of it, okay?
Yeah.
That is why there is that word in there. That phrase in there that says to the best of your ability, okay? It doesn't, you can read that, like you said, that it's illegal. It's not, from what I've been instructed, okay? And it would have been nice to know ahead of time, but it's not required of you to give me that.
You
ahead
have
of
a
time.
question on the floor.
Because I would have contacted our attorney by phone. Go ahead.
Kevin, one question before you leave, Mr. Facto, just one question. I understand about your question here and so on and so forth. Barring a public meeting, okay, if you're gonna dispose of the public meeting this evening, is there anything against the law in going into executive session to absolutely make whole this gentleman's employee that needs to start tomorrow, because it's
Yeah.
gonna snow tonight, and we're gonna need our roads safe?
All right.
And maybe Mr. Snyder needs this employee to show up tomorrow morning. So if you can discharge the public meeting if you can go into an executive session after, if it's not illegal, and you could do that for us,
Can't.
Can't.
that's unfortunate, I'm
No,
sorry.
Yeah.
no, but all
Thank you
that-
for the point, but
Yeah,
you can't.
Just a thought, that's all.
All
Matter,
that-
matter of fact, it's gonna be worse than tonight because it's gonna be probably the last week of the month before we can hire.
Well, and I'm sorry to hear that, I just thought if we just discharged, they could hire a whole person and
Yeah.
everything would be okay. But-
So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And I
No,
appreciate your
Kevin, that's
concern.
fine. No, it's, I can come back for the next meeting to thank Mike and his crew, and I will.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Bridget says anytime.
I cannot do Thursday nights. I'm
That's
busy every Thursday
Thanksgiving
night.
anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'm any Thursday night.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do it that week anyway. We're gonna have to
Make
go
a
to the following
calendar.
week.
You wanna pull a calendar? So even if, let's see, you get a hold of them tomorrow, they don't do a paper on Monday?
They don't do a paper on Sunday or Monday. So that would first
So
time it's
you're
gonna be
looking
in.
at
I would say they're probably gonna be closed Thursday and Friday.
2, 3, 4, 5. The earliest we could do another meeting would be the last, one of the last 3 days of the month, either the 28th, 29th, or 30th.
Well, figure it out, I'm not here. And all I have to say is the last time we ran into this was
Monday.
a public hearing for the budget. And in fact, I wish I'm thinking where I put it. Sarah, the attorney, said we did our due diligence and we could have the meeting anyway, and we did.
Yeah, I explained that, but I can't have a meeting with only 2 of us, so. What one of those works? Because you said any of them. would
Any of
work
them, any of them, no.
What nights are there,
for
Kevin?
you. It's a Monday, a Tuesday, or a
Am I
Wednesday.
supposed to stay right on a Tuesday night?
The 29th?
Fine with me. I don't know if you want to check, you might want to see if Mike can go Zoom for that meeting.
If we
No,
do
we
that, we have
can't.
to open it up, plus we have to do a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's why we haven't.
Because you don't know where Howard's gonna be. We could be right back in the same boat.
There'll be 3 of us.
As long as you say the 29th is good. I'll rearrange my schedule. I'm working that night somewhere else, but I'll have to rearrange it. So we'll go with the 29th.
Now, can we call a special meeting for this employee so we can get him hired?
It's the same thing,
You
5
still have
days.
to have 5 days notice. This is gonna be the earliest we can do it. So, I'm good with that. I apologize to everybody. Coming down here tonight?
28th, 29th, you said?
29th,
29th is
6 p.m.
Okay. Right.
If, hopefully we can find somebody to do your job, because you're not here, right?
No, I'm not here.
Kevin, can I just ask? So it's supposed to be posted 24 hours in advance, you know, doing best diligence to get it on the website. So theoretically, there could have been, anybody could have called as of 6 o'clock last night or through the day today to say, I'm going to object and that this is not an open meeting, and then that would have been, like you said, get some more.
Here's what it says in the law, in the same law that he just, Mr. Donner just gave me.
Karen?
Okay, this section that they're talking about is records, okay? Period. And that's what allowed the planning board to move forward with theirs last week. It's records. It doesn't say anything about an agenda. It says that this amendment will require that the records be made available and that where possible posted to the agency's website at least 24 hours prior to the meeting, at which records will be disclosed. So
So people
I know
are
Mr.
saying
Donner don't
the agenda
understand
is
that,
records.
and
And so because
He's
the,
leaving, so there's no sense of even talking
okay, no,
about
I
it.
just wanted to clarify that,
But it's records. It does not say an agenda,
Mhm.
okay?
okay, and so,
But I can't hold a meeting with only two of us,
that's true.
so.
And so all of us need to come back if we want to, and
Again, there was a non-meeting meeting tonight, but we had a good discussion, I guess.
Who was the gentleman that left you?
Huh?
Who's the young gentleman that left?
Yeah.
Is he the hire, you know?
Oh, no.
He's been known to.
No, matter of fact, he came in and seen me earlier in the week
He's been doing a lot of good.
and was happy about